whole Northrup Grumman thing, from my perspective, was, and this is not in any way disparaging to the county's economic development department, it was a PR move. If we had not put in a forceful effort, it would have just quietly gone to Virginia. They would have done their site selection. As Steve mentioned, it was fairly predetermined, and they were actually surprised at how forceful Maryland was. But the reality is, as Ursula mentioned, Northrop Grumman does not have a diversified client base. Their number one client is the Department of Defense. They want to be next to the Department of Defense. They want to be next to an airport because they primarily create, aircrafts and other equipment that goes in aircrafts. So they want to be by Dulles Airport. I mean, there are certain factors that went into this. What we have here, and what we need to do is start playing more to our comparative advantages, and we do that. The industry in this area is federal government. With its DOD, very likely it's going to end up in Virginia, with the exception of Lockheed Martin, which has traditionally been here because they set up here many, many years ago. But look at what we do have. We have NIST, we have Department of Energy, we have NIH. These are the ones that we have on our side, and the companies that do business with those government entities are going to want to be next to their client, which is here in Montgomery County. And so we need to focus on these comparative advantages. And the other thing that we need to focus on is homegrown talent, which is also something we've been doing. We have 5, 6, how many incubators now, Steve?
7, if you include the virtual one.
Okay, so we have 7 incubators that are growing homegrown talent. And as was mentioned, I'd rather have 3,500 companies add 1 employee than have 1 high-profile company come in at once. And I think having Northrop Grumman here would have been great. But the reality is that we're doing very well without it. And really, it was just, it was more of a high-profile type of a competition that, had we won, would have given us a better perception, which I would have liked. But the reality is, doesn't make us any less competitive